What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 3 of the Master Your Mindset Challenge. Man, I can't believe we're already on day 3. Day 1, we talked about mastering your goals. Day 2 was all about crushing limiting beliefs. And today, we're going to go one step further, and we're talking about how to take some of those beliefs and shift them into more productive habits that ultimately attract the right people into your life and business. And I wanted to kind of season this whole habits topic with this relationship and community piece because there's so many people that follow me who are entrepreneurs, and that's what I do. I'm a business strategy coach, and I help wellness entrepreneurs really systematize and strategize their online process so that they can go from social media to the sale with absolute ease. And a big piece of that is creating an amazing community of people. So today we are talking, I just saw Ryan just jumped on. What's up? If you're just jumping on, say hey so I can give you a little shout out. But today we're just going to dive right into content because yesterday's went on a little bit long. It was amazing. If you have not seen yesterday's broadcast with Lizeth, she's one of my good friends, and she is just, oh my gosh, she is fan-flippin-tastic. I'm seeing some thumbs up, so I apparently some people watched it, and they are in agreement. It was amazing. Really good stuff, So today, I'm jumping right in. The first piece that I really want to talk about, and I hope you got your pen and a piece of paper ready, because we're going to write a little bit today. First thing, what are the 10 things, let's say even 5, what are the 10 top things that you say to yourself throughout the day? When you look in the mirror, what do you say? Do you go, man, I'm looking fat today, I gotta lose some weight, or I'm never gonna get this stuff done, or man, I'm so tired? What are the things that are constantly on repeat in your head? I know for myself, maybe like 5-6 years ago, back when, even when I was in college, man, my mindset sucked. I was the most negative person ever, and I honestly didn't even realize how horrible I was to myself until I started doing personal development and had quick moments where that would stop, and I was like, man, I really beat myself up. Oh, I see more people jumping on. Just type in, say hey, I can't see who it is. And I feel like there's still so many other people out there who maybe haven't had those light bulb moments. I remember the first time I realized how negative my mindset was, I was actually on a run listening to a Chalene Johnson Car Smart series about confidence, and she basically, that was the first time that I had spent an hour-long run not listening to music or not thinking about negative thoughts. And when I came back home, I was like, man, I feel good. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm hooked. I'm addicted. I want to feel like this always. And then I started to consider, do I feel like this all the time? Is there a potential for me to feel this good every day? Is this how other people feel? It's a pretty life-changing moment for sure. So what are the 10 things that you think about? And then I also want you to go one step further. What are the top things that you speak about yourself? Or what do you reject? So for example, if somebody gives you a compliment and says, and this, oh man, girls do this stiff all the time. It's real bad. Like, oh my gosh, I love that dress. You look great. And they're like, oh, well, I really had a tough time today shopping, and I just looked fat in absolutely everything. But I found this one at Target, and then they give you like the whole story. But many women really struggle with just accepting compliments. And it's like, somebody's giving you a gift. You need to accept that gift, right? People are giving you a compliment because they want to make you feel good. They want to say something nice. They want to get that positive vibe flowing, and then you just go like that. So think about that. What are the things that you're thinking about? What are the things that you're speaking into existence? Because your words have power, like a lot of power, a lot more power than you might be giving them credit for. Do you guys agree with this? Are you on board with what I'm saying right now? They have power, and things like you're awesome, fat, worthy, powerless, I'm depressed, I'm tired. These things carry weight, and if you say them enough times, guess what happens? You start to believe it. Let me ask you, for those of you who have been watching the Olympics, how many of those gold medal athletes do you think walk around thinking, man, I suck, man, I'm a failure, I'm really a terrible swimmer, or I'm a terrible gymnast? Hells no, they don't think that. They have to have the mindset of a champion. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do. We have to cultivate that success mindset, that success of a champion. And a huge piece of that is that habit piece of really getting new, we can call them affirmations, new beliefs, things that we believe at our core about who we are. And those beliefs may take a long time to build, maybe not, but it starts with being intentional about the thoughts that you're thinking and really shifting that pattern, that habit, that thing that you're always saying to yourself. Every morning you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm tired, another day, ugh, right? We have to change that. So that's the first piece. Because when we shift into the positive, and even if you already have a really positive mindset, there are some people who I'm connected to who are just like the most, I just see Katrina just jumped on. She's one of these people who just has a fantastic mindset. She's so positive, so wonderful. If you ever watched any of her videos, you just smile watching her. But even somebody like her or somebody like me who's perceived as relatively positive or happy, there's always room for improvement, right? I mean, I've done a lot of work to improve my mindset, but there's still so much room to grow. Hi! Hello. There's still so much room to grow, right? And, I've been doing these new belief affirmations, and it's just amazing how, once you break through, like, a certain piece, a certain belief, or, income is a really great way to measure it. And I know my good friend Angie, she's doing a Master Your Money challenge. And she was talking about this today, how, breaking through that like $10,000 mark for her in her business, that was a big breakthrough. And as soon as she broke through, she was crying and she was like, man, I just shifted my beliefs. But she had to get into that pattern. And she had to do scary things that were uncomfortable and create that habit first of pushing herself, of challenging those old beliefs. Cool? You guys with me? Heck yeah. Katrina says, heck yeah. I love it. So the next piece I want to go into is kind of tying this all together with relationships and community. And I wanted to bring this in because there's so many of you guys who are watching who, want to be entrepreneurs, or you are in network marketing and you're building a team of people. And one of the biggest struggles is that it's like, well, where do I find people? How do I build a team? How do I find people who actually are entrepreneurs who want to do this? And that just seems to be one of the big questions that goes around in those circles. But even in a romantic relationship, if you're trying to find somebody who's the perfect mate, how do you find that person? How do you attract them into your life? And we have to remember, and I'm sure you've heard this before, this is something that's been said by so many of the personal development greats, that we are the sum of the 5 people who we spend the most time with. Let me say that again. We're the sum of the people who we spend the most time with. Now, this could be their relationships, their joy, their career path. It could be their income level, the way that they behave, their beliefs, their mindset, their outlook of the world. So back when I used to work in the restaurant business, that was a very stressful place to be. And I do believe that it brought out the absolute worst in just about all of us. But being there made me so unhappy, and staying there made me feel like the world was going to end. It was just horrendous. But after every shift, we would drink, and then we'd sit and we'd complain. We'd complain about all the tables that we had who screwed us over and the tips we didn't get. And there was very little talk about any of the good aspects of the shift. And if somebody actually sat there and started talking about something good that happened, it was like, you'd get some serious side eye. Like, oh, well, my table, like, I had 3 tables in a row that left me, like, $20 tips on, like, $20 checks. Like, I got 100% tip on 3 tables. So crazy. People would just be like, like, nobody could really be happy for each other. And I don't think that that was anything personal against any of the people that I worked with, because they're still a lot of my good friends. But that environment, that high stress, the management, the whole situation brought out the worst. And it was just a very negative place to be. So we have to remember and really take an analytical look at the people that we are spending our time with, because ultimately we just kind of become very similar. I think there's a delay on some of these comments because Karina's like, ha ha ah. Another great example is when I went to Shakespeare Theater of New Jersey. I booked a gig there right after a year of college, and I was like, why did I just get cast in this? My worth, my belief in myself definitely wasn't quite where it is now, but I went in there and I was like, okay, I know there's a good chance that I'm going to be the worst one in the room of this troupe of people. And not that I was necessarily the worst, but I was by far the least experienced. But I will say, and my castmates definitely said this to me as well by the end of the summer, I had the most accelerated growth out of anybody. Not that they were all better than me, right? But I had to up-level my freaking life to keep up with them, right? So if I was like down here, they were up here, they grew this much, I grew like this much because I had to. I had no other choice. And being in that place of immersion with people who were playing at such a high level, that's where you want to be. You don't want to be around those people who are sitting and complaining and hemming and hawing and not really making decisions. If you want to be a big dog, if you want to live a life of complete fulfillment, hey Kelly, what's up? If you want to live an amazing life, we have got to start taking a look at the people we're surrounding ourselves with. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, you got to find yourself a different room. Can I get an amen? Seriously though, you got to find a different room because you got to get around people who you can be challenged by, who can help you, who you can grow with and mastermind with. That's what it's all about. So for a lot of people who are in network marketing or who are trying to make business connections, I want to ask you, when you're looking at people to potentially work with, who are you going for? Are you going for the broken birds, the people who you just want to fix them even though they don't want to be fixed? Bless their hearts. They don't want change. They don't want to be forced into this. They're not in that place. That's not saying that anybody's better than anybody else, disclaiming, but like you just have to recognize where people are and where they're at in their journey. You might be in a different place. So ask yourself, are you going for the people that you can fix because that's easy for you, or are you going for the people who are the 10s? And what I mean by the 10s are the people who are like 10 out of 10, they're awesome, they're efficient, they're consistent, and you are scared shitless to go up and talk to them because they are that cool. They are that good at what they do. And you're like, why would they want to talk to me? Well, guess what? Here's the moment where you get over that and you got to go talk to these people because you might be surprised. You're pretty cool. You're pretty freaking badass yourself. So you need to go reach out to those people who kind of intimidate you a little bit because those are the people you truly want to surround yourself with. Go for those 10s because if you're not playing at that accelerated level, and honestly, you're just going to be dragging people along who are not interested in playing at the level that you're playing at. I had a lot of people that I worked with throughout, the last couple of years of my business, and it's amazing to watch how all of those relationships have evolved, and that I just continuously meet new people who just want to play at a higher level. As I continue to grow, I start to attract more people who are just more accelerated, people who want that, who have that hunger to learn. I'm attracting more and more and more of those people into my business, into my existence, and it's just kind of crazy amazing to just watch that timeline, and I'm sure that you've had that too. So I wanted to keep tonight a little bit short since yesterday's was a little bit long, and I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to go back and watch that if they wanted to check that out, because it was pretty awesome. So homework is, I want you to write a list of all the ideal qualities, and you're going to pick one thing. So it's either going to be, if you're in network marketing and you're like, I'm trying to attract new coaches or distributors, go with that. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, pick the mate that you're trying to attract, or maybe you just want some new biz besties or new friendships, right? Pick one of those. And I want you to list on a piece of paper all the qualities of all the things that that person has, things that you admire in them. So maybe they're really driven, they have really great style, they are really friendly, they're easy to talk to, whatever those things are, list them out. Then you're going to take a look at that list, and it should be a pretty long list. Now, some people might be sitting here saying, oh, so you're just going to base it off of a list or whatever? No. That's where a lot of people stop. They stop after they make that first list of words, and nothing happens. So what you're going to do next is, after you've written that out, you're going to write another list. And this is all the qualities now that you're going to list out who you need to become in order to attract that person. Who do you need to become to attract that person? So, if you are a woman who is, 100 pounds overweight and you're sitting on your couch eating cheese doodles and you throw garbage at the kids when they come in on your lawn with their ball comes in your yard and you're just grumpy to everybody and you hate everything and you make angry Facebook statuses and you want to date Brad Pitt and you're just like, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm waiting for him. Not gonna happen. Very unlikely, because somebody at that caliber is going to look for somebody else who's their equal, right? I see Kelly giving some hearts. So, something to think about. And then if you're in business, if you are somebody who is really into being an entrepreneur, but you're not consistent, you don't show up, you don't post quality content on social media, you don't do your work, you don't show up for people, you don't follow through on what you say you're going to do, what kind of people do you think you're going to attract into your business? And then you sit there and complain, oh, my people are lazy. It starts at the top. So you need to take personal responsibility for the things that you're attracting into your life, because it's all coming from you. We create our own realities. We are all personally responsible for the things that we attract into our lives. Like, someone put that on a t-shirt, because, I didn't make it up, but it's the truth, right? I see. Hi, LOL. Hi, Jen. So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys tonight. I really want you to start to think about that. And even post in the comments, I want to know, give me one quality of somebody who you, would love to have in your life, love to work with. What is, the main, maybe, 3 qualities, things that you look for? I know for myself, I want to be around somebody who has a positive mindset, right? I want to be around somebody who is really passionate about something. I don't really care what that is, but if I can get into a conversation with somebody, if they are really passionate about baking bread, I love bread, I don't know anything about it, but if they're going to sit and explain it to me, and they just love doing it, I'm on board. I'll be like, yes, I'm going to sit and listen to that. Kelly says, driven, compassionate, and positive. Those are her 3 non-negotiables or 3 main priorities when she is looking to attract people into her life. So if you guys want to post yours, I would say, yeah, passionate, caring, passionate, loyal, hungry. Yeah, absolutely. I love those. Love, love, love those. So I hope that this was helpful, guys. Was this, yeah, maybe? Like I said, again, this is day 3 of the Master Your Mindset Challenge. Today's topic was shifting your beliefs into productive habits so that you could attract the right people into your life and business. Yesterday, we were talking about limiting beliefs. On Monday, we were talking about goal setting. So please make sure that you go back and check those out if you want to get all of the videos at the end of the 5 days, in case you don't catch my live as I'm broadcasting it. In the link in the description above, you can enroll and sign up for the challenge so that you will be emailed all the videos at the end of the 5 days and after each day. So I hope that was helpful. Yes, oh my gosh, self-driven, positive, goal-oriented. Boom, you ladies are on it. We got a nice thing going here. We got a nice tribe going. You guys are awesome. Yes, awesome, awesome. Love this idea. My 3 qualities to attract someone are very confident, positive, and millionaire mindset. Boom! I love it, Katrina. Yes. Yes. Because we want to be around that, right? We don't want to be around Debbie Downer, grumpy pants. We want to be around people who are pushing, because as human beings, we just crave that growth. So we want to be around other people who are at that level, right? Woo! So this was day 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah, 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 mwah. You are the bomb. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Woo-hoo. Have a good night, guys. Bye.